Hi everyone, my name is So San Hua. I'm a dietitian, certified diabetes educator, as well as TOS director of training. I want to say that as you are venturing into a new program, one of the things that you often will encounter is obstacle. So many obstacles. Isn't life full of obstacle? And when you see obstacle as something negative and you always respond the same way, you will always get the same result. No doubt, right? So every time I would like you to kind of start thinking that every time when I encounter an obstacle or I knew an obstacle would come my way, I should think about this as an opportunity for me to change and pivot so that I can get a different result. So let's name some of the obstacles that most people, when they start a new journey, especially with LTL's journey, you might encounter. Number one is not getting support from your spouse and family, right? That can be very hard and can be sabotaging because here you are trying to live a healthy lifestyle, making healthy food, and your family is ordering pizza in or Kentucky Fried Chicken or whatever it is that are so tempting, and here you are trying to eat healthy. That can be very hard, and I get it. So I often say, if that's the case, you have to go back and ask yourself, why did you start? What is your why? Put your why everywhere, from the fridge to your phone in the screensaver or to the mirror. Everywhere you walk, you see your why. Your why should be so clear, so deep in your heart that nothing can change you from that, because that is how strong it is. So number one is really know your why so clearly that any obstacle, especially when family not supporting you, does not deviate you from your path to achieve your goal. So that's number one. Number two is what? Number two is your surrounding, right? If you know that you have the tendency to fall into the trap, but when you're stressed, when you don't have time, you tend to eat whatever is convenience. So I would say this is an obstacle, but it is an opportunity to change. That means makes healthy food convenient. So I like to wash a lot of my vegetable ahead of time so that when I'm hungry, all I have to do is open my fridge and pick on my vegetable instead of thinking, oh my God, open my fridge, there's nothing. I need to wash and everything. And before you know it, I want to grab something quick. And often when something's quick, are not necessarily the healthiest. So if I can make healthy food convenient, I can always grab and go, and that makes it so much easier for me to maintain this healthy lifestyle. Number three, no time. We all have no time, but the truth is all of us only have 24 hours a day, whether you like it or not, right? So because of that, we need to plan it. And I always say there are things that are non-negotiable. What are non-negotiable? Eating is non-negotiable. Sleeping is non-negotiable. Movement is non-negotiable. But when you have time, you give more time to it. When you have less time, you give less time to it. So there are certain things that I always make sure in my schedule I plug it in. So movement is non-negotiable. Like I said before, I put it in the morning. If I have more time, I do it longer. If I have less time, I do it shorter. But I will not do it because I want to maintain and create habits. Sleep is non-negotiable for me. No matter how busy I am, I always ensure that I try to get 7 hours of sleep, because there are days when I get less than 7 hours sleep, I don't feel my best. And when I don't feel my best, I make poor food choices and I feel tired. And when you're feeling tired and you're not feeling your best, what do? You grab the quick, easy one, sugar and caffeine. Not exactly a healthy lifestyle choices, right? So that's why it is important to schedule things in, pack in the non-negotiable, and anything extra, you fill in the rest. But because you take care of the most important, that gives you the foundation and stability you need to maintain a healthy lifestyle. Last but not least, and as there's so much more, but these are the most common one, is having a buddy. Because movement for a lot of people is very hard, because as much as you should move more because the body craves movement, it is very hard when that's not a habit. And I always say that when you notice that these are like obstacles that prevent you, or maybe it's raining or snowing or the weather is not great, I don't have time, whatever it is, find an opportunity to move. And what's that? That means I might call up my neighbor or my buddy that's close to where I live and say, every such a day at such a time, let's go out for a walk. That will be an opportunity to change that obstacle Or another one could be that maybe you check in with your friends, right? If your friends are looking to change their lifestyle, have a buddy system of changing with your friends. And but last but not least is having an accountability group, knowing that whenever you have obstacle, you have an opportunity to ask other people, what have they done that helps them that you can incorporate in your life so that you can see how it works. And because this is a learning process, and the most important thing is don't compare to people, okay? You're exactly where you should be. Don't compare and just work on making 1% better every single day. Always remember, we're looking for progression, not perfection. So every obstacle will be presented by itself. You are always looking for opportunity to make a change, make it different so that you have a different future. So hopefully these tips are helping you to put things in perspective and for you to know that whenever there's an opportunity, whenever the obstacle, there's always an opportunity for you to change it. Thank you very much, and I will see you next time.